Did you know that Halloween, the spookiest night of the year, is also the most magical? The evening is steeped in centuries-old traditions. The aroma of pumpkin spice blends with candy and the fresh smell of autumn, creating a unique Halloween scent. This night, it's believed, the barrier between our world and the other world is at its thinnest, allowing spirits to wander, an idea that has influenced countless stories and traditions. Halloween is not merely about costumes and candy. It's a night where reality's constraints are set aside and people transform into their imagination's wildest concepts. The evening is filled with laughter, joy, and the sweet music of doorbells ringing with children's laughter. We're about to uncover 10 fascinating aspects of Halloween, from its ancient beginnings and traditions to its modern cultural significance. We'll delve into the Celtic festival of Samhain, learn about the origins of popular customs, and explore the symbolism tied to this magical evening. Each fact reveals an exciting aspect of Halloween, and each revelation peels back another layer of this tradition, revealing the enchantment, mythology, and mystery that make this celebration so captivating. Halloween's origins are traced back to Samhain, an ancient Celtic festival that marked a transitional period when the boundary between our world and the realm of spirits blurred. This time has gradually evolved into the magical, mystical night that we now know as Halloween. Coming in at number 9, did you know that Halloween is the second highest grossing commercial holiday after Christmas? Not everyone realizes this, but it is indeed true. This holiday, often associated with myths, ghoulish tales, and eccentric customs, brings in a significant amount of revenue and plays a substantial role in boosting the economy. While the festive cheer of Christmas, led by Santa Claus and his reindeer, might reign supreme in December, the eerie and thrilling aura of October's Halloween is not something to be taken lightly. Are you curious to understand the reasons behind such a massive economic impact? Well, let's delve a bit deeper into the details. Over the years, Halloween has evolved from just a simple, traditional celebration to a mammoth industry that towers over many others. In the United States alone, the estimates suggest that Halloween expenditure reaches billions of dollars each year. It's not a misprint or exaggeration. Indeed, we're talking about billions, not just millions. That's a staggering amount that might astound most individuals. So you might wonder, what contributes to such massive financial success? The answer lies in the perfect blend of costumes, decorations, and a whole lot of candies. Costumes, whether they're for children or adults, are a major contributor to this revenue. The zeal to stand out in the crowd to sport the most horrifying or uniquely creative attire drives people to spend lavishly. Next up, there's the decorations. Halloween decorations are a spectacle in their own right, ranging from simple pumpkin carvings to full-blown, intricately designed haunted houses. The level of creativity, innovation, and effort that goes into these decorations is truly mind-blowing, often reflecting in their cost. And of course, we certainly can't forget about the candy. Halloween is inextricably linked with the custom of trick-or-treating, and trick-or-treating is inexorably tied to candy. The confectionery industry witnesses a significant upsurge in sales during this period, further fueling the financial success of Halloween. Yes, it's a billion-dollar industry with costumes, decorations, and of course candy, contributing to its financial success. At number 8, the tradition of trick-or-treat originates from the medieval practice known as souling. This ancient custom dates back to an era shrouded in superstition and mystery, a time when our ancestors held a deep belief in the supernatural. It was an age of chivalry, of knights and castles, of mead-filled taverns and cobblestone streets. These were the Middle Ages, a time of great change and discovery, yet rooted in deep-seated traditions. The practice of souling was one such tradition. It was a unique blend of charity, spirituality, and humble begging, a custom that steeped deep into the hearts and minds of the people of that era. It was a time when the societal divide was stark, and a vast majority of the population lived in abject poverty, struggling to make ends meet. While today we associate the idea of trick-or-treat with fancy costumes, candy, and fun-filled parties, its origins were far from festive. During Hallowmas, a deeply religious time marked by prayer and reflection, children and some poor adults would dress in simple disguises. They would venture out into the cold, unforgiving night, knocking on the heavy wooden doors of their more fortunate neighbors. Their faces obscured by their makeshift masks, They would stand in the flickering candlelight, extending their palms in the hopes of charity. Their humble request would be a simple one: a bit of food or a few coins, anything that would help them through the harsh winter months. In return, they promised songs and prayers. They would sing in their sweet, youthful voices, the haunting melodies echoing through the silent streets. Their songs, filled with hope and faith, would resonate within the stone walls, a poignant reminder of the human spirit's resilience. The prayers they offered in exchange were heartfelt, a plea to the divine for the charity they received, and a thanksgiving for the goodness of their benefactors. Children and sometimes poor adults would go door to door during Hallowmas, begging for food or money in exchange for songs and prayers. Lucky number 7 transports us to the fascinating roots of the jack-o'-lantern, a tradition steeped in history and mystery. This enigmatic practice traces its lineage back to the emerald shores of Ireland, a land of myths and legends. It arises from an alluring Irish tale, a tale that spins the yarn of a peculiar man known by the name of Stingy Jack. This narrative of Stingy Jack is as captivating as it is eerie. Jack was no ordinary individual. He was known across the Irish countryside for his cunning tricks and sly demeanor. His reputation was such that he even dared to cross paths with the devil himself. His audacity was tested in the most fateful encounter, a meeting that would seal his destiny forever. In the heart of this story, Jack, with his sly wit, managed to deceive the devil. This harrowing tale tells of how he manipulated the Prince of Darkness, a feat no mortal ever dared to dream. He was successful in his deceit. He had fooled the devil himself. However, little did Jack know that his triumph would come at a devastating cost. The aftermath of this trickery was far from a celebration. As a consequence of his crafty manipulation, Jack was denied entry into both heaven and hell. His fate was sealed. He was doomed to wander in the darkness forever. This shocking revelation led him to carve a lantern from a turnip, his only source of light in the eternal abyss of purgatory. Thus, the haunting tradition of the jack-o'-lantern was born, a stark reminder of Stingy Jack's fate. The practice comes from an Irish myth about a man named Stingy Jack who tricked the devil and was forbidden entrance into both heaven and hell. Number 6. Halloween was once a great day to find your soulmate. In some parts of Ireland, people celebrated Halloween with a romantic fortune-telling game, which predicted who they'd marry. Halfway there at number 5, the fear of Halloween is known as Samhainophobia. Yes, the spooky holiday has its own phobia. At number 4, the iconic Halloween colors of orange and black have significant meanings. Orange represents the harvest and autumn, while black symbolizes death and the end of summer. At number 3, Halloween is responsible for the rise in popularity of candy corn. This divisive candy was created in the 1880s and has become a staple of Halloween treats. Coming in at number 2, the world's fastest pumpkin carving time is a shocking 16.47 seconds, achieved by Stephen Clark. And finally, at number 1, the biggest Halloween parade in the world takes place in New York City, known as the Village Halloween Parade, with over 50,000 participants and millions of spectators each year. So, there you have it. 10 spellbinding facts about Halloween, from its ancient Celtic origins to modern billion-dollar industry, the romantic fortune-telling games, and the world's largest Halloween parade. Halloween is much more than a night of fright. It's a night of tradition, celebration,